So here's how to trade any market move, any asset for full profits. Don't forget, if you want to learn how to do this, just go underneath. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get on with it. So let's crack on with another hedging video example. This one I've just picked a random day, 2014. Just to give a precursor to this, you can see if I swap to the weekly, a large uptrend. So you go from this big smash, okay, lots of safe haven and inflow demands, okay, just buying into the yen essentially on the financial crisis, goes on, and then you get this recovery, and now we're seeing this uptrend. So continuously up. We previously had a fall from here, so I'm happy to add something sort of light here. I don't feel entirely comfortable, going crazy with it, and I will use quite a bit of the daily time frame just to give a few examples, because I think that helps a lot of folks. So I'll take that as 0.07. I'm going to swap into a 0.05 here. I'm going to keep risk low. Size is going to be very minimal. I think that suits most people who watch these. To be honest, if you're going to be successful in trading, you're not going to be a gambler. You're not going to be slapping down massive sizes anyway. So you'll see really the profits taken are more or less going to be ratioed, if you like, to the drawdown we suffer. Okay, so let's go ahead. Market is very median. You can see it sort of slowed down. You're sticking around these MAs. Often when that happens, actually, hedging is extremely profitable, or the most profitable, because you can just keep getting in and out and in and out and in and out over and over again, and it doesn't take an awful lot. But obviously, when you do what some people would call a breakout, or you see a move in the market that takes you out of that range, let's say it bumps up higher there, or you crack under that support, really you're tested skill-wise by how you deal with that. And obviously, if you can't hedge properly, you don't understand how this all works. It's useless making any money when you've got the most preferable conditions, because you just won't be able to keep them. You're short, and then you'll get screwed if markets go against you, because you won't be able to handle the risk side. So I really don't want to take anything long until we get a bit lower. I can't see anything extremely viable, to be honest, long, unless we come in here. And at that point, I'll just take an entry to the long side. So coming around that 40 MA on your weekly scale and the 200 on the daily could be quite supportive. But again, like I said, I don't really like any of this. Tell you what, I will take a light long just in case, because you're getting a bit of momentum. And I'll kill these both off at that resistance to the upside. If we keep coming to 136, I'm going to add another long. Okay, which we haven't. So I'm going to take a small 0.05 hedge just to get half of that exposure out. And we're still not getting any decent moves. It's very boring, but I'm sure ultimately we will get something when there's a bit of volatility in the market. So this was obviously a pause period, if you like. Take that for gains, no problem. And if we come right down lower to this key level of what some may call support, demand, whatever you want to call it, I just call it long side price action levels, I can take another long. So I'm going to add another long there, 0.05. And if we can get some momentum to the upside, I'll take it for gains. Okay. And if we just fall lower, then I can decide whether I want to add or not at that point. So I'll take that one for gains there, like that. I'll add a 0.05 again. And I'll take gains on that. I'll add another 0.05 to the long side. And if we break under here drastically, I can look for further longs. Let's just play it like this, I think, because we're not getting massive volatility. You can see all the candles have shrunk somewhat. So a bit higher and I'll take it. If we can get it, I'll just play it forward normally. Okay, so I'm going to add another long, actually, because I don't have too much long exposure. Okay, I take both of those off for gains. Again, remember, you could put the size up at this point if you wanted to. Okay, so just see where we get with this. Okay, we're up above this. I'm going to add another short. And we pulled back. I'm going to hedge that last short to the long side. And if I can, I'll pull that short off. Add another long, play it forward. And I won't buy unless we can get lower. Okay, I can just take something there. Again, very risk averse here. We're not getting any drawdown. I'll add another long. And if we break this, I'll just be careful on my new longs after that. Looks like we might break it. Okay, so now I can give an example on how to look at how you could hedge out. So I'm going to take a short just to hedge a bit of that exposure again. Okay, take that off. And got a bit of momentum. Take that one off for gains. Take a short. See if we go up or down now. Okay, great. So I'll take that one for gains. I'll take that one for gains. I'll take that one for gains. I'll take something heavier here. Now we're getting some volatility, which is good. Take that one off. And I'll add another 0.1. And if we break this high, I'm going to be very careful. Okay, so now I can look at long side hedging on these shorts. And we're still going higher, so I'm just going to reassess where we are long term. I like this area for a key short zone. So I'm probably going to add again, maybe 0.2. Okay, so we'll take a 0.2. And if we keep going up, it's actually going to give a good hedging example. We didn't do that. We just got a drop now. I'm just going to let the price move a bit, I think, because I don't think we're, well, it might have been better to take it. I don't think we're at full target. Okay, it's very supportive and struggling. So I'm going to take that off for gains, play it forward, and now I'm going to add another 0.2, and I'm going to take that one. I'm going to add a light hedge just to protect myself a little bit. Very, very small there. I can add another one just in case. Okay, 2 more. And now I can think about removing that. I won't do it just yet, because I don't need to. Okay, so we want some moves either up or down, doesn't really matter. If we go back to the highs, we'll get hedge gains. This is effectively hedging these. Okay, so I'm going to add a 0.04, something slightly heavier, but nothing massive because the price is still relatively high. Add another one there. And now we're really crashing down, which is good. So I can start to protect myself from these longs. I'm in overall net gains at this point. So no problems there. That drop off the high, 149, fairly decent fall. So I'm going to take another long. Now at this point, I've got a fantastic opportunity to kill off these. So I'm going to exit these shorts. And then if we keep going lower, I'm going to add another long. And this time I'm going to add a 0.1. Okay, and now I've got to just take stock, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. So I'm just being careful how much I've deployed. I'm almost 1,500 pips off from the top, so it's fine, I think, to add another one. Take that for gains. Now I'm just going to add some hedge exposure, just in case. Okay, because I don't want to get stuck. There we go, take that off. This time I'm going to add a 0.2. And I probably won't add anything more there. I think I'm spent for longs now. So take that for gains. I'm going to take a hedge, 0.05. And if we keep going down, I'll take the hedge gains. So market's obviously getting plundered at this point. I'm just waiting for a drastic move up or down. Okay, I'm going to add another 0.05. So still very, very much, you're not getting an awful lot happening. Take $60 there, add another long at the low. Okay, so now I'm at a drawdown of 2.5%, nothing major. I think I'll add again. I'm going to do 0.15. I think I might consider another one at some point, but apart from that, I think I'm probably spent, like I said. Okay, I'll happily take $373 off that. And now I can look at, well, I could probably spend that money, but I'm not going to do it yet because I don't need to reduce yet. Get 0.05 hedge in there, $50. Every little helps. Another one, $40. Okay, so getting some of the drawdown back via hedge gains. And really on a larger push now, we'll be looking for more. So I'm going to add 0.05, just something like, because I think we're going to break, which we did. I'm going to add a 0.1, keeping entries light. And I need a bit more to the upside to be happy to kill it off. That'll do. So $220. 0.05 will go in short just to hedge again. And essentially, even though the market's just plundered straight against us, we're still going to be fine. Okay, because I'm going to work this away. So I've got the choice, do I want to spend some? I'm going to reduce by taking off that long exposure. I'm going to take that for gains. And I'm going to take that for gains. I'm not going to add another short just yet. I would have added one there, I think. That might have paid off. That doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll play through. Still on the daily scale. Okay, so now I'm going to add 0.05. $56 there for gains. I'll add a 0.05 short. So we're now in positive equity again. And I'll take that one off. I'm going to add another scatter of 0.05 short. I'm now going to add another 0.05 because we come a fair way. At this point, I'm going to kill that one off. I'm going to take that one away. Close that one for gains. And now I'm going to kill that short off. And I'm going to take that one long. Going to kill that off. Kill that one off. Take another long just to hedge a bit of the short side now. Okay, that's gone right under. At this point, I'm going to take that short away. I'm going to take that one long. Would have taken that for gains. Right, I'm going to kill that for gains. Take that twice for a 0.1 effectively. 2 0.05s. Would have taken that as well. Playing it too fast. Okay, a couple of $100 there. I'm not going to reduce. I'm going to add 2 longs, 2 0.05s. And if I can, I think I'm just going to take $62 as a loss there. Nice big pop. Brilliant. Gets us those gains back. Take a hedge short. Take that off. And I might get another hedge short actually. Just going to try and reduce those longs so we can show how to wash out a full cycle. So finishing everything for net gains and ending the video as we do every time. Okay. So just play it a bit, I think, because we need a bit of movement to get anywhere. Okay, so I'm trying to pause it. A bit higher, perhaps. No. Or a bit lower. Either will do. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. And at this point, I can choose. Okay, well, I'm going to add another short there. I'm going to take that one off. Brilliant. And I'm going to take that one off. Okay. And now really the market is still sitting very median. Take 2 longs there because I've got the room to do it now. So I've removed a few off the top and essentially replaced them lower. Okay, nice push is going to give way to a 0.1 hedge. And take that. 2 more of these for 0.1 again. And on a larger push, will be a lot more even, I should think. Take that off again, another $160 or so. Take a hedge, I'll take 2 actually, I think. Till that off at minor gains. Just add a light long, nothing major here at all. Again, keeping sizes very small and very risk averse for this video. You could put your size up if you're comfortable. You could trade various assets in the portfolio. I'll add another long. And if we pop up again, which we haven't, but if we can, I think I'll think about removing some of those longs up the top so we can start to tighten this up more. Okay, still positive equity. I might hedge short if we can get a vicious push to the upside. If we don't, I'll just add long again. A bit lower. Oh, that's a big push. Okay, I'm going to add two 0.05s. I think, did that add two maybe? Price looks a bit supported. Oh, it did temporarily. Take that one off. $70 there. And if we can keep that upside momentum, I'll be able to wash away or essentially use the gains taken to remove any other entries I don't want. So I'm going to hedge again short. Take $30. Okay, so I'm just trading against myself over and over again. I'm going to add something more aggressive here. And I think probably that's going to be the end of my long exposure. For now, at least. So this looks like that's going to fail. Because it's really, it looks a bit more supported now. Okay, great. There we are, $250 there. This is going to have to be a light short again. Light short again. And then I'm going to take a light long just to hedge this short there. I'm going to take that one off. Add another light long. Add two more light longs. And we're going down again, so I have to protect ourselves. So you can see I'm only at $1,500 down, even though I've been wrong, to the tune of 2,200 pips. I'm still hardly in danger, so I can actually add something a bit more heavier. But after that, I probably don't want to add anything else. Okay, so I'm out of that, $345. Take a light hedge there. Gains again. Take 1, 2, 3, because the area's been tested a bit. I'll take 1, 2, 3 off. So almost back to positive equity, and we're really not, we've been wrong on those longs terribly, but it doesn't matter because we've hedged our whole way through it. And now, once the market rebalances, we will be able to finish this completely. So I'll kill that. For some reason, that other long didn't exit, but I'm going to take another long there. Okay, take another light short just in case. $28. So any pop now will really solve our problem. Otherwise, we're just going to have to keep working our way around. Just in case that happens. Now, I'm not going to kill that higher long off because we haven't gone far enough, but we are. You can see there's quite a neat downtrend occurring now. So I'm going to be a little bit careful. Okay, so now just falling straight back down again, add another light long. If we keep going, I can add again. I've really got no problem here. I'm completely relaxed. Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter how wrong those longs are. I'm getting paid still. And I know at the end, no matter what happens, I'll be able to cash out fully, which you'll see. We're just waiting essentially for a good reversal to the long side, which ultimately is going to happen. I mean, it happens on every pair, basically. You can't go forever with a market just fading against you. But nonetheless, all these hedge gains are just supporting the price. I mean, supporting my drawdown restructure, if you like. It's like a debt repayment, I guess. And the longer this trends down, the more hedge opportunities I've got. I can just keep doing this all day. If we touch CMAs and fall, I can just keep hedging, keep collecting the profits, keep applying it to the drawdown amount. And while equity is still fine, no problem. Look at that, just about 2%, and we're wrong now massively. But we're still not losing money, and that's really what I'm trying to get at here. I mean, obviously, this isn't going to happen all the time. In a lot of these videos, you see me just waltz straight into gains. but it does mean I can now add something heavier. And essentially, when this all reverses, that's when we're going to get paid. So we'll just hold it. Okay, big drop there. Do I want to add again? No. My drawdown's near 7%, so I don't want to add anything. I'm just going to go back to the daily. I'm going to hedge very lightly, but now we're really seeing a good push on the drawdown, which is really good as an example for this video because we'll still end in net gains. $100 there. And on a push back up, I'll take another one. So we can get another $100. Okay, I'm not worried about the drawdown now, particularly. So I'm going to leave my longs on. I don't need to reduce because my equity is sustained. And I really don't think we're going to go, much further than we have already. It's about 145 to 109, 3,500 pips the wrong way, or straight down more or less in a very steep downtrend. I don't think you're going to get much further. So if you do, it's not going to be a problem because, again, like I said, I've sustained my equity with all the gains. But this is a good example how, like I said, no matter what happens here, I'm never going to be in danger. And I can repeat this across all assets. So while I'm getting drilled on the euro yen, I might be profiting on the AUD New Zealand or anything else everywhere else. So I'll hold these hedges. Just take that for $57. I can take that just to get rid of it, 23. So that's 80 or so. And then I can add another one. I'm just keeping it light because when we do reverse to the upside, inevitably at some point, I don't want to be stuck with loads of hedges. And because my sizes are appropriate before this point, I can deal with that. So I'm happy to hold that long until now, where I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take 2 of these hedges instead. Oh, that's a bit slow. And now at this point, we'll just see what happens, I think, because I'm going to reduce in a minute. So we're almost back at positive equity already. So really nothing major at the moment. I can actually add 2 of these, I think, because I've got room to do it. I'll take them off $63, $64, something like that. Now at this point, we're either going to go up or down. So I'm going to remove, I hate it when it does that. I'm going to remove, I'm going to consider, gosh, here we go. Right, what I want to do is I want to get rid of that top one. And then I'm going to get rid of that one. And now I've basically used hedge gains taken to remove those longs. Okay, so that gets some of the problem out of the way now. Then I can take hedge gains there. Now what I can do is I can actually add more long because I just took away some of those longs. So ideally, if we can rally now, it's going to pay for that. I can add another short hedge. I may as well, since I'm here, take that one away because it's quite near price. And I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 because I've removed some of my long danger. And then just waiting for price to move. There we go. So take that one, that one, that one. That's going to allow me to remove this because I don't really care about that short anymore, to be honest. Kill that one. In fact, I'll just add something light there. Okay, so we're slowly getting there. We're wrangling with this, really, just to finish it all. Add another long. Now I'm going to kill that off. And a rally would be very ideal here at this key support. But we're not going to get it, are we? Add a hedge. There we go. There's a bit. So anything up now would be ideal just to take that. Back in positive equity again. Just really looking for a recovery on this enormous sort of fall we've had. Now, we don't know really if we're going to end up trending down long term, so I'm going to kill that one off as well. And then I'm now leaving it on the weekly scale. So profits now, if I wanted to end all of this, I could just close it all out. Okay, but I'm going to let it run because I'm not quite happy to kill all those longs yet. I don't think it's necessary. No, that's not paused. Okay, so now I'm going to do 0.2. And I'm just going to kill that one off. And now you can see we're climbing much further into net gains. This point, I can now think about closing that for 440 loss or whatever it was. Take that one off. So you can see now I'm almost out of all the longs I got drastically wrong. Okay, which is good. We're now getting a large push on the short side, which is fine. Just going to take that off because I've got the opportunity, or one of those, $120. Now I'm just going to take a 0.1, play it through. Bang, comes straight down, $180. I think I'll add a slight long. And I'm going to pop up. We might be able to just remove that top one. Okay, so we're going to take that out. I'm going to take that one out. There you go. So out of all of the longs I had, we've got rid of all of them for net gains now. So we were wrong to the tune of 3,500 pips. And yet still, at the end of all of that, we haven't lost anything. So the point I'm trying to make here is it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how wrong you are when you're hedging. With a stop loss, once you're out, you're out. But with hedging, it just doesn't matter. You can be wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong forever. And even though you've completely picked the wrong way, it doesn't matter. You're still in gains. So you can see this is still climbing. Like I said, I could kill that for $200. I don't necessarily need to. Let's just get rid of that. At this point, again, I could close all of this for gains still if I wanted to. I'd probably like a bigger fall, but like I said, this video is going to go on forever. So I think really the takeaway from this one is, yes, the gains aren't massive. It is only one asset we were trading. But the point is, you can protect yourself to tens of thousands of pips if you have to. Sorry, thousands of pips if you really need to. And you still shouldn't have a problem drawdown-wise. You should never be really affected that much because you can always work your way simply out of the problem as long as your sizes are sensible. Because when you saw that big drop, if you had sizes that were ridiculous, then you wouldn't have survived it. The price would have just moved too much. And, you would have had an awful time trying to figure that out. So take that off, take two of these short. And then if we keep going up, we're still in positive equity. These shorts are completely wrong, but we're still not losing money. And if I want to, I can just remove that. So now I've only got one position. Okay, at this point, I can take that off for another $100 hedge. So I'm hedging once, $100 there. I've obviously made the money already to clear this, but just as an example, we could even just look for what could be the next key level for a hedge short. Sorry, a further DCA short. We don't need to. I'm going to take a couple of longs there. Okay, so I can take another couple of longs there. and I could actually kill that one off now. And if we pop up, I'll be able to just remove everything out of the equation now, if we pop up. If we don't, I will add again, and the cycle continues alongside. Kill that, and that's probably about all of it. Okay, so we end up with no trades, and there are your net gains. Like I said, it might not be a lot, but the point was, this just went completely against you, and you didn't end up in any trouble.